One of the greatest advantages of real estate is the 30-year fixed rate mortgage. If used properly, it can increase your ROI. Let's say you had the cash to be able to buy a rental property for $100,000 fully paid off, no mortgage. Maybe you would profit $10,000 per year. That is a 10% return on investment, or ROI. That's just from the cash flow. You could also have the property appreciate at about 3% per year. That's an additional 3% ROI. These are just simple, basic numbers. Now, if you use leverage or a mortgage, you can put down less. You would profit less each year, but because ROI is based on how much you're investing out of pocket, your return on investment can increase. That is the name of the game, ROI. That's a great way to measure how good your investment is. So if you use a mortgage to buy that $100,000 property instead of buying it cash, let's say you put down $30,000, and instead of profiting $10,000 each year, you profit $5,000. And after some quick calculations, that's a 16% return on investment compared to 10. Now you still own the property, so it wouldn't change how much the property would appreciate if you use a loan. Let's assume it goes up at 3% in that year, $3,000, but your investment was only $30,000. So you're going to get a 10% return just from capital appreciation. So the combined ROI would be about 26% from the cash flow and capital appreciation if you use a loan. Now, if you bought it without a loan, your combined ROI would be about 13%. So a big difference. And again, the ROI, the return on investment, that's the name of the game. That is the number you use to compound. That is compound interest right there. Now, you have to be careful with using mortgages to buy rental properties. You have to do the calculations. You have to make sure it'll cash flow. You want to look at how much you can rent the property for and then subtract all of the expenses, including the principal and interest payment on the loan. Then you figure out how much you're going to profit in that year. This is using other people's money. This is how the rich get rich.